Hey, what's going on everyone? Gillis TV back here with another video early this morning. Going to see the folks out in Saskatchewan today. So probably the only thing happening today, hopefully no big news so I don't miss it. But we're going to look into the possibility of how the Edmonton Oilers can get under the salary cap and match both offers. And there is a perfect trade partner in this scenario. We've seen them do it multiple times, and that's the Montreal Canadiens. But before we get into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we are 141 away from our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for all the support of late. That number's been growing all year, and we're almost to our goal. So if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, because it's not just about the Edmonton Oilers. When the regular season starts, the captain skates, we'll cover every team. So if you guys could hit that subscribe button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Now let's get into this. We all know what position the Edmonton Oilers are in when it comes to the offer sheets. Yesterday we talked about how they could make both work. Now we can look at it, who the perfect trades partner would be, and that is the Montreal Canadiens. We've seen them do it a few years ago with Sean Monahan. Got a first round pick with it and his $6-point-something million contract. Flipped him eventually for another first round pick. So got two first round picks, got a player that actually helped them, and that was said and done, and the Montreal Canadiens got what they needed. Now when it comes to the perfect match here, they already know who Brett Kulak is. Brett Kulak played for the Montreal Canadiens and was pretty good in the red and blue there for the Canadiens. And honestly, when people are saying it's going to take a first round or a second round, I don't see a first round pick for Kulak, because he could replace David Savard next year. He's on an expiring deal. He comes in cheaper than David Savard, and also the contract length. He has a reasonable contract at $2.75 for 2 more years. That's a reasonable contract. We're not asking Montreal to take on a huge $6+ million contract where, yeah, okay, you are definitely getting a first for taking that. They got just over $5 million in salary cap space. Putting Brett Kulak in there would be perfect for both teams. And of course, this was coming from the comments, Strubel could be on his way back for the Edmonton Oilers. You give up Kulak in a second, get Strubel or some young defenseman who could go down to Bakersfield, leave him there for this year while you're worried about all the cap space. And it also helps bring in your young defensive, ready to go D, because the Oilers don't have many of that. They got Bo Akey, that is pretty close, and I would say he's the next man up. I'm not too sure if anyone else is really ready to go to play NHL minutes, and that's why the Oilers did go out and get Josh Brown and Troy Stecher. So in this scenario, Brett Kulak to the Montreal Canadiens makes sense. Now, with CC, it might be a little tougher. He's on an expiring contract, bigger contract. You probably aren't going to get Strubel back. You're probably going to get more of a 4th or a 5th round pick, because Montreal has, I believe it's 2 picks in the first 4 rounds, like 2 picks each round in the next 4 rounds in the next NHL entry draft. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired, and now I got to do a 4-hour drive. But that's kind of where we sit, is the Montreal Canadiens are the perfect suitors for the Edmonton Oilers. It wouldn't be the first trade they've done, and it won't be the last trade they've done. So Brett Kulak to the Montreal Canadiens makes sense. Now, of course, you could throw CC into that, or whichever one they want to go with, depending on if they want a left-handed defenseman or right-handed defenseman. And I'm okay with Troy Stecher or Josh Brown playing third-line minutes. So we'll see what happens here. The Oilers have, today's Saturday, 3 more days to match these offers. I don't think we'll hear anything till Tuesday. I think that's when they announce if they didn't match the offer. Elliot Friedman does feel that the Oilers are going to match one, and it is Dylan Holloway, which makes more sense because he's at a lower cap hit and has the potential again to do what he did. He gets on these hot streaks, gets injured, But man, oh man, would I like to see both. And who knows, maybe something happens next year. Maybe I'll do a video on that tomorrow. And you guys are going to probably be in my comments saying, that's going to be a tough one there, Brandon, because that would be just the salt on the wound for the St. Louis Blues. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Gillis TV. Have a good one.